welcome to the second annual BJ Media Awards. I'm Brandon Jones, founder of BJ Media, and I'm happy to host this event for the second straight year. I want to thank Chef Levinas and Alex Zanejas for being sponsors for this event and helping make this happen. I'd like to thank Central High School for renting out the auditorium and also making this happen. And let's go ahead and shout out our state champions. I know we don't have any Mountain View Toros for the 6A Girl Flag state champions, but where are our 5A champs, Campo Verde at? And he has started getting back to the youth in the Valley through training and his new 77 program called 602 Era. Everybody, let's welcome Jalen Strong to the stage.
How y'all doing? Don't mind Brandon energy. I know he's been working all day, y'all, so I'm sorry, but yeah, so wide receiver position is one of the most premier positions in football. We know that, and these finalists all showed extreme, talent throughout the years. All 1,000-yard receivers, all of them game changers and playmakers, and watching them play kind of made me go back to think like, man, I don't think I was doing this stuff when I was playing. And so hats off to them. And without further ado, I would like to present this year's wide receiver of the year to Brandon Phelps. And Brandon couldn't be here, but his teammate Tyson Slade will accept the award on his behalf.
This is the most loaded group in the entire state of Arizona. And just from top to bottom, 2A through 6A football, such a talented group. We had so many players in this group that are gonna play on Saturdays. I think it contributes to a lot of factors, but really when you look at that group as a whole, when you look at all these finalists, tremendous talents. And all the effort they put in, not just on Fridays, the off-season training, a lot of these kids run track in the spring. They did everything it takes to be a really good high school football player. So, without further ado, this winter, I've been able to watch this player play in person multiple times. Phenomenal talent. In my 6 years of covering high school football in the state of Arizona, I think top to bottom, just an understanding University of Arizona. Apollo High School's Adam Honda.
Just want to say a special shout out to my family and all the reporters, just making articles about everyone here.
How been we, Brandon? The linebacker position is one of the hardest positions in all of football. You have to be as fast as a DB, you have to hit harder than anybody else on the field, and you have to be smarter than anybody else on the field. You have to predict plays before they happen, and at the end of the day, you are the leader of the defense when you are out there on the field. And these finalists, they played their tails off this season. Carson.
Thank you.
Good? Cool. I want to just make it known that it's really ironic that Jacob Sliga would have to present 2 awards to Horizon players when he predicted them to go 5-5 this year. So there's that. Way to go, Jacob. I'm glad this worked out. I told him I was going to do that. First thing, Brandon has done an amazing job putting all of this together. So I know we've already been around the block. The Defensive Lineman of the Year award is something special. I mean, we see all the skill players, we all love you guys too, but the game is truly won in the trenches and defense wins championships, right? All 4 of these guys who have been nominated as finalists made differences in their teams. I mean, they were the heart and soul, they were leaders, they were the guys who everyone had to key on offensively to make sure they didn't make the plays, and even when they were keyed on, they still made a lot of those plays. So, a lot of great names on this list, and without further ado, the winner, don't know if it was a hold or not, but Deshaun Warner from Desert Head.
First off, I want
want to thank the men above for everything he has done for me. Thank you, my family, and everybody else that had a part in any process that I've been through. And it wasn't a whole.
Signed by Diddy, hard liquor, I'm hotel, some bidding. Gotta do my bidding. You changed, no kidding. Wasn't always as pretty. Round baby, I'm fitting. Fourth quarter, ninth inning. Ain't no way we ain't winning. Back home for a week. Ain't no way we ain't sinning. If she can't stay with me, ain't no way she ain't pretty. Got the 808 hitting. Y'all some internet thugs. Base with me. Tell me one time. Shit, pain, stay skinny. I done been on that road. I done ate some great things. And some cracker barrel. Little brother with me selling Jack Pearl. She a rich girl. She got hack around. She can chill. I just hit 100. I was at a zero. I'm a big boss. You just at a bureau. Hometown hero. Tell him I'm a mural.
Featured in this video. Really happy to include them in this awards night ceremony. Obviously, weren't able to do that last year, but we're definitely going to keep doing this going forward. So let's clap it up for that.
Good evening. I'm so excited. Thank you, BJ, for including the girls into this event. Just to give you a little bit of history about how we started Girls Flag in our state. Chandler Unified School District, the district AD, he decided to get all 6 of his schools together because we had to start somewhere. And the place where he can control it the most was within his own schools. So we all got together, Chandler, Castile, ACP, Hamilton, Perry, Basha, I think that's all of us. And we all got together and we played each other probably about 3, 4, or 5 times because it just wasn't enough teams to get a lot of games in. But we, like I said, we had to start somewhere. So after we did that, we took this information, all this data we collected and how excited the girls were, and we took this to the AIA and we're like, hey, we got something. We got something really good, and look at the girls, they can play, and like, you know, like all this stuff, really juicing it up. And they're like, okay, so they came out, they watched the game, they were like, okay, yeah, they can play, they're athletic, they're having a great time, they have great sportsmanship. So the next year, I spent all summer running around. I was like, okay, I need more teams to join in with us next spring. So I'm going around and I'm meeting ADs and head coaches, and I'm like, hey, you know, you think you want to play with us next spring? We want to really pump this up, and we want to get the AD to push it to an AIA sport. So we went from 6 teams to about 33 in one season. So last spring we had about 33 teams, and we all played each other and we worked together. It wasn't an AIA sport, so we had to do all the legwork. So we had to plan our games. We had to get referees, and the AIA actually decided to help us out with that part last year. So it all came together. It was really exciting, and we had a really good, fun season. And then we go back to the AIA. We're like, okay, we got 33 teams, like, come on. So we have a meeting, and they skipped the emerging sports stage and voted it straight into being an AIA sport. So we got to skip a lot of the other stuff that we would have to go through. And this year we had our first AIA season. So shout out to all Girls Flag in Arizona. And I would like to appreciate all of the Girls Flag coaches. Some of us knew what we were doing, some of us didn't know what we were doing, but we were doing something, and that's what we needed to do. So once again, shout out and congratulations. I'm so happy and so proud to have been a part of all this. The Offense of the Year award, and this young lady, I met her through social media. I follow her, we talk a little bit, but I try to support the most I can of the girls that's in Girls Flag and all girls at different.
Civilized love for our flag football sister at Desert Vista. Mountain Ridge and Mountain View flag football players and coaches ask that you stand for a moment of silence.
Last time that I checked, there was 5 chains on my neck. There was no sweat on my rep. Last time that I checked, selling souls in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, the respect, and the power, and the comebacks. Last time that I checked.
Pizza.
Banged on the whole game, I ain't give body tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to.
And I would like to congratulate Caitlin Jewell and ask her to come up here, please, for Offensive Player of the Year.
I just want to thank everyone who believed in and supported me, Coach Manny, Coach Beal, my mom, my dad. Just thank you, and thank you for the media who got all me and all the other girls who started playing name out there. So.
Player of the Year, and I would like to invite Kayla Tacker up here from Casa Grande, and she's here to come up.
First off, I would like to thank the AIA for opening the doors for us ladies, Jeff Lavender for getting the program up and running in Casa Grande, all my teammates and all my coaches for supporting me, helping me through the way, and first of all, my parents. Thank you.
I just want to shout out my parents, my mom, she's not here tonight, but my dad, he drove me out all the way out here. Appreciate him and the support that he shows to me. Shout out to my brother as well. He's also our defensive coordinator. Kind of always been in my corner ever since I was a little kid, obviously, and then my coaches as well. Coach Wright-Storff, our head coach, and obviously my team and the great season that we had. And thank you everybody who voted for me as well. Appreciate it.